Today, we're going to cover how to jumpstart your Facebook Marketplace sales. We've all had slow sales at some point on Facebook, whether it's personal Facebook Marketplace or shops. It's just part of it. It happens to me, and if you're watching this, then it's happened to you, or at least it will in the future at some point. And so it's important to understand how to trick the algorithm into bringing you more sales back to your account. The reason my sales have been so consistent month over month is not because I never have slow sales from time to time. It actually happens frequently. The trick is to know what to do when it does happen and understand the specific actions that you need to take in order to bring more people to your listings. In fact, it's actually rare that I have consistent daily sales month in and month out. What typically happens is I'll have great sales for a week or two, and then my sales will drop off for a day or two, and that's typically my signal to go, uh-oh, it's time to do something. Now, before we get into it, this assumes that you already have a decent amount of products up already. If you don't, then your problem is not that your sales are slow, it's that you don't even have close to the amount of sales up needed to have sales consistently in the first place. So if that's you, then list more, period. Not you? Cool. Then the issue that you're facing is visibility. If you look at your insights, you'll notice a sharp drop off the last 7 days in your listing views. So how do you go get more visibility on your listings then? Because if nobody's seeing your listings, you can't possibly make any sales. The first step to getting more visibility on your listings is to simply run a promotion. Now, you can do this on shops and personal marketplace as well. I'll typically run a promotion to all my listings when sales have slowed down significantly for a couple days in order to spark some more sales. You can run a free shipping promotion, you can run a percentage off promotion, and you can run a certain amount of money off to all your listings promotion as well. I've tried them all, but my personal favorite is the percentage off promotion. I use this the most, and it seems to work very, very well. Facebook loves when you run promotions, and they'll literally push your listings out there significantly. Plus, you'll make a lot more sales because customers will see that they're getting a deal. Literally on the listing, it will tell them that, which will make your listing stand out amongst everyone else's even more. And this will increase your listing's click-through rates and conversion rates, which are both metrics that you better believe all commerce platforms are measuring you and judging you by. The reason this is so effective at sparking sales is simple. Customers love a deal. Your metrics across listings and your store as a whole will improve as well. You'll be getting more listing views, which even with the simplest math will ultimately result in more sales. And you'll get the snowball that is Facebook's algorithm rolling and going again. This will signal to Facebook that your store and the products in it are ones that are good for the platform, because Facebook customers want these products, and on top of that, you're making Facebook more money. That said, pay attention because this is important. One mistake that I see people make frequently with this is that they run too many promotions and they're constantly running promotion after promotion. If you do this, it won't have the same effect in sparking sales. You'll be throwing away the effectiveness of your trump card, so to speak. In the future, when you do need to re-spark sales again, you'll make less money and you'll train customers to expect them, and then they'll only buy from you when they actually see a promotion running. So only use promotions sparingly when they're needed in order to spark sales and bring some momentum back to a slow account. The next thing that you can do is my not so secret, best kept secret trick: renew and relist frequently. Now, I try to renew and relist as much as I can whenever I can, but especially when my sales have been stagnant for a little while, that's when I make renewing and relisting a major priority. For those of you that don't know, when you list a product on Facebook Marketplace, it doesn't just exist over time for the long haul, it actually has a shelf life. Based on its initial trajectory, meaning like the click-through rate, the conversion rate, the demand on the platform as well, etc. There's a number of factors. It will either get more views as it snowballs, or it won't. That's why you see some of your listings take off and sell over and over and over again, and literally some that literally never get any views at all. It's really simple. The ones that had no views had no demand to begin with, or maybe they had slight demand, but people that Facebook showed them to initially didn't respond well to them at all, and so Facebook stopped showing them. On the other hand, the ones that took off had the complete opposite trajectory. They were shown to people either searching for them on Facebook, or they were suggested to people that Facebook believed were looking for a product like that. Then they got positive interactions, clicks, and maybe even purchases as well. This signaled to Facebook that, all right, this product had demand and customers like it, so we're gonna show it to more people. All current algorithms work this way. The YouTube algorithm works the same exact way too, which is why I always ask you to like the video if you've gotten any value from it, and why I'm hoping that you'll like this video if you thought it was insightful and helpful as well. Now, as people watch more and more and like it more, it sends positive signals to YouTube and they show it to more people. It snowballs, right? The whole reason I'm explaining this is because, like I said, Facebook listings have a shelf life. So if your products never get any traction, you can relist them and renew them and give them another chance to do just that. And if you did have listings that are selling well, but maybe they've stopped for whatever reason, it's most likely because they need to be renewed or relisted again. That's why this is so effective, and that's why when my sales are slow, I literally make it a priority for the next few days to renew and relist as many listings as possible. When a listing first goes up, it has maximum visibility for 7 days. And then if it slows down views, clicks, purchases wise, etc., it'll start to lose visibility. That's why Facebook lets you renew a listing after it's been up for 7 days, and it goes back at that point to the top of search when you do so, and it also gets a bump in suggested. Now, you can renew a listing up to 5 or 6 times, I believe. They keep changing this slightly. It's typically 5 or 6 times, at which point after the last week of renewing it, when it loses traction, you can then relist it. That starts the entire process of renewing it weekly all over again, and so on and so forth. A listing that's eligible to be renewed has been up for 7 days or longer and still has a renew left. Listings that are eligible to be relisted have been up for a while and have been renewed as many times as they're allowed to be renewed already. There are several ways to renew items, and there are several ways to relist items as well. You can renew and relist items from your phone by going to your account, quick actions, and then choosing to renew or relist the items. You can also do it very, very effectively from the computer by going to your marketplace dashboard and then opening up 2 separate tabs and doing renews and relists in each tab for as long as possible. One secret thing here though is, especially if you have a lot of listings up, Facebook often tends to crash when you do this a lot, and sometimes it will even inaccurately tell you in your dashboard that you don't have any eligible listings that can be renewed or relisted. So at that point, I recommend that what you do is search for a broad keyword in your listing, then literally go through and manually renew all your listings with the blue "this item needs to be renewed" tag on it. Then when you hit the bottom there and there's no more listings that need to be renewed, search for a brand new broad keyword again, rinse, repeat, recycle, and do it again and again and again. This is literally all I'm doing to re-spark sales, and I do this for hours and hours and hours to get their algorithm to show my products to the masses again. No secrets, just work, and this works. So I challenge you, next time that you have slow sales, try these 2 things. Run a promotion, and then be an absolute madman about renewing and relisting your items. I'm willing to bet it has a very positive effect on your sales. That is the cure for slow sales on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops. And although these tips will really help spark your sales won't be nearly as good as they could be if you're listing the wrong products. The products you list are everything. So if you want to learn how to find hot selling products for Facebook Marketplace and for Facebook Shops, click the link up in the right-hand corner right now. That video will show you everything you need to know and the top 8 ways that I recommend that you do so. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any value from it whatsoever, please give it a like. I genuinely appreciate it. And as I've already covered in this video, it actually helps me out a lot. With that said, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.